Hey YouTube, Dawson Ryder here. In today's video, we're going to be talking about some second quarter toy listings or rumored toy listings at this moment for Gozyuger, detailing a 6 Ranger, a Rival Ranger, and more. For those of you that are curious about this week's Superhero Time reviews, just stay tuned at the end of the video. I have a small schedule update about that. But for now, let's talk about these. As always, take it with a grain of salt. This doesn't sound like it's going to be wrong, though. It doesn't sound outrageous, like they're not doing a Beetleborg ring or something. So I'll just put up a picture of the Gozyugers or something while I look over at my computer. So first of all, we have something called the Wolf Decaliber. I don't know why I made it a Delibird. Wolf Decaliber, Goju Wolf's personal weapon that can combine with the Tegasword, effectively his version of what we already see with the main Rangers. And then you have Tegasword June, July, August. I made that part up, I'm sorry. Tegasword June, Gerudo. He's a ring hunter and a new rival. This is his henshin item, and it can transform into a robot, just like the main one. And then Goodburn, the 6th hero Goju Polar henshin item. It's a knuckle type that can transform into a robot and combine with the Tegasword. And then he has his own different kind of personal weapon called the Bear Kuma 50. It's a personal weapon that can combine with Goodburn. And we have like other little stuff like Sentai ring sets, ones for Abba Ranger, Ninja, Sun Vulcan, Zyuohger, Gao Ranger, Kara Major, Gingaman. There's also supposedly a like ring holder, holds like 15 rings or something. Also, Robo Universe Deluxe Shinkano. I'm not that excited for that one, to be honest. And then I think there was a figure listing for Polar, which is the 6 Ranger, and then Gao Red and Shinken Red. I'm not that interested in maybe Gao Red, I guess. I'd probably get any ones that are Gozyugers, but I think I have enough figures of Gao Red and Shinken Red, and I'm not really interested in the Robo Universe line. We're going to see about the rings, you know, when I get my first wave of Gozyuger toys, which I thought about doing a vlog, like an old school vlog opening when I get that box. I'm not sure. But anyway, when I get those, I'll know if I want to collect the rings more. But I did see a bunch of pictures the other day of all the Sentai rings, and I gotta say the little murals look pretty cool. They'd make pretty cool posters or something. But anyway, let's talk about what we want to talk about. So first you have the Red Ranger power-up, which this was rumored before that effectively he's going to get his version of the weapon and Zord we get, and it'll be treated as a power-up. I get why they did it, because part of me was thinking, like, why couldn't they have just included it in the mecha / changer? But then I was like, it'd probably drive the price up. That just makes so much sense. I wonder if there's going to be a reason narratively for it, though. Like, maybe his isn't there yet, or does his default one just look naked? Is it going to be treated as more powerful than the others? But this just does make a lot of sense logistically when it comes to, like, the toys, because you would have to drive up the cost unless you were to make his, like, weirdly smaller for some reason. So then we got a Rival Ranger, which I'm actually pretty excited by. We took 1 year off. We had 3 years with Rival Rangers with Stacy and, oh my god, I always forget the other night, Murasame, because the show kind of forgot about him too. And then, of course, Rackley's. And then we didn't have one for Bubunger. I think there could have been room for one, but I'm glad, you know, we don't have all patterns all the time. But I think this is the perfect series to have something like that. Given that it's a tournament, having a Rival Ranger would be great. As always, I really hope we don't get a generic redemption story. I kind of hope this character, we know nothing about it, but this is just speculating on what I'd like to see. I kind of hope it's not a character that's in league with the villains. I kind of hope it's just another player somehow. And then you can kind of have truly a rogue ranger that he might work with the villains sometimes, maybe sometimes with the heroes. I just want it to be a little bit different than the standard redemption story. Thankfully, Rackley's was. Like, I remember being like, don't redeem Rackley's, but then the way they did it was pretty unique. But I'm actually excited for that. I'm excited for both the 6 Ranger and the Rival because I really like the designs for the Ranger suits and the mecha, and I'm excited to see what those look like. And like I said, a series like this where you have a versus tournament is perfect for another Rival Ranger. The rumors for the 6 Ranger have been around. I've seen stuff about the bear. I've seen a rumor that it's going to be silver. I saw some rumors it was going to be a gold and silver, like a split down the middle hybrid. I don't know. We did thankfully take 2 years off of Gold and Silver 6 Rangers, so I'd be honestly fine if they did that. I think this could make a cool design. Of course, I'd always like to see something more unique. I think it would be cool if it is silver, maybe to do something unique, kind of like with Karame Silver, where you have like different color secondary armors. Like I could picture a Silver Ranger maybe with like a cool like polar armor that's sort of the color of the Shadow Ranger's suit. I think that would be cool. But regardless, a Bear Ranger for this sounds like it could be pretty neat. I think it's interesting that his like robot, like effectively what'll be his Morpher robot, will be able to combine with the Megazords for the regular Rangers. I think that's kind of interesting because he has his separate weapon here that sounds like it's going to act like the Rangers' weapon Zords, but he also is able to combine together with the 2 robots, and I think that's interesting. I was almost worried that these 2 guys were just going to have weapon robots and everything was just going to combine with the Tegasword, but I'm glad we're getting different robots. Also, just as a side note, I imagine we'll get a premium Bandai toy for the Silver Tegasword that the Sentai Legacy transformation use. I'll be curious if that has a robot form. I think the toy will. Like, I imagine that they'll release it on Premium Bandai and the toy will be able to obviously become a robot and combine with the other armors, but I'm curious if they'll do that in the show. Because maybe not, who knows, probably, but I don't know. Then it got me thinking that, you know what a cool secondary gimmick would have been, at least in my opinion, is you have the Silver Tegasword, and when they're fighting the rival rangers like Dawn Brothers or Ryu Soldier, then their Silver Tegasword robot becomes its humanoid mode, and then they get an armor kind of like the Rangers, but based off of that Sentai Seasons design. I think that could have been a cool gimmick. But regardless, I'm pretty excited for this. I'm really digging the designs. I'm excited for the premiere. Who knows, maybe by the time the show comes out I won't like it, but I'm pretty hyped right now and I like the designs and I like what I'm hearing. Now, just for those quick updates, I haven't gotten a chance to watch the episodes yet for this week. There's some stuff that's come up. I kind of had an hour to work with today, and this was a much easier video to get out quickly, but I'm hoping to be able to get the videos out in the next couple days, hopefully near the end of the week, and then I also need to do my Boom Boonger series review, and I don't want to rush watching Boom Boonger in particular. Like, I want to be timely, but at the same time, since it's the last episode, I want to be able to give it my attention and a fair review, and I don't want to just kind of quickly watch it and then not even have time to take notes or anything, so I just want to take my time with that. And then I also will be doing a separate video where I ask your thoughts on Boom Boonger and then react to them. I'll probably put the poll up for that on the same day the series review goes up, but it's a little bit later than I was hoping. Sorry about that, guys, but I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts on the 6 Ranger and Rival Ranger possibilities here. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and climb the steps and ring that bell to get notifications for more videos like this and more. Dawson Ryder, signing out.